Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are having a great day. Today I have something exciting. I'm going to show you guys how you can get unlimited skill points in Forza Horizon 5 on PlayStation. Now this does work exactly the same on Xbox, but if you do play on PC, I have not tried it and I'm not going to confirm. Now you guys know since day one I've been a PlayStation player, so as soon as I found out that Forza was going to be releasing on PlayStation, I was super excited. But if you just go around on YouTube currently, you will come to realize that there is a lot of money glitches relating to Forza that's coming out, also skill glitches, but all of them seem to be old gameplay that was recorded on Xbox, and when you actually try to do the same thing on PlayStation, you come to realize that you get nothing as compared to what is shown in the gameplay. Just to give you an idea, this is one that I personally think was the best one so far. In this game or this map, I was able to just load in and then, just had to sit still while the car just rooms down, and in 30 seconds I was getting about 17,000 points, which can be asked as my skill points. You need to complete one of those circles to get 1 point. Now the thing is, it wasn't actually so efficient. While in the gameplay, if you see, the person was getting over 100,000. So let me show you something that's actually much more legit, so you're not going to get into problems, and at the same time you will be able to get actually much more skill points as compared to those maps. And if you actually look at other people, you'll come to realize that there is a lot of people on YouTube actually posting fake glitches, so be a little bit careful. If you want real ones, especially for PlayStation, make sure you subscribe while you're here. Now quickly, I just want to mention, if you guys are looking for a reliable source to get yourself some cheap, easy, quick credit on Forza Horizon 5, I highly recommend you go and check out U4GM. For like $7, you can get yourself a modded account for Xbox, which will consist of over 1 billion credit. For PlayStation, for like $6, you can get 100 million. If you don't check them out, the link will be in the description, and check out, use code SKY, and you guys will get a 5% extra discount. I mean, who doesn't like that, right? Now the first thing you guys will need to perform this is you guys will need the Hunicorn, which is a Mustang car. If you don't have one, you can buy one. If you can't afford it, you can do this with another car as well. The one thing that is for sure is the drift cars are going to be much more efficient as compared to any other car. And if you play on PlayStation like myself, I believe if you just go to your things that you're awarded as soon as you get the game, you'll come to realize that this car was actually gifted to you already, so make sure you go check that. Maybe you might have gotten it. Now once you get in this car, what you will need to do is you need to go to the same route I did for your car mystery. So first one is XP, then go right, up, right, and now you need to go up. Now keep in mind, in total you will need about 25 skill points to start off at, but at the end of the day, the reason you want this one is because when you purchase the highest one, which I personally showed you, your skill multiplier can go up to 7, and trust me, this is going to be a game changer when it comes to how much skill points you can get in a very short period of time. Again, as I mentioned, it will be 1, 1, 3, so 5, 5, 5, 15, and 10 to get to the last one. So in total, you will need about 25 skill points to actually unlock all the mysteries for this car. Once you have that done, you simply just need to back out and make sure that you are actually inside of this car. Then you need to make your way to this certain location on the map. It's pretty much the west-south of the map. You will see that there is a really strong, or you can say a really long straight line. That's the route you would have to come to. The reason you're coming to this location is because you will be able to get insane amount of skill point in a very short time. It's pretty much the southwestern coast of the entire map, and when you arrive here, you will see the straight path. It's very, very hard to miss. Now once you guys arrive here, the only thing you will have to do before you do anything else is make sure that you guys set your car into manual mode. If you do not know how to do that, or you haven't used manual mode and you've just been going with automatic, trust me, this is going to be a game changer, because this car has so much horsepower. You would not be able to do it with automatic, and trust me, it's not going to be efficient. If you don't know how to do it, just bring up your pause menu, go to settings, difficulty, and set the shifting to manual. Other than that, you can leave everything as it is. If you want to make it a little bit harder, you can go ahead and do so, but I'd recommend just keeping everything as it is. Just put the shifting to manual. That will just make it so you can keep the car in the first gear, so you don't actually have to shift, and at the same time the car doesn't go too fast. Now from here, you just need to start drifting. That's all I'm going to say. Now, there are a few tips that you need to understand. It's not as simple as just start drifting and you're going to get a lot of, points. The only thing you will need to understand is as you drift from side to side, there are a couple of things. First of all, do not hit into a building, or that's going to completely break down your multiplier and also your whole points, everything. So try to be slower. If you're too fast, it will be hard to control, and that's why staying in the first gear is your best shot. You can still go up to like 60 or 70 miles, so that's completely okay. Second thing, with your multiplier. Now the multiplier on the top, you will notice that the points are going up and the multiplier is going up. Now you need to wait until you get 20,000 points or 20,000 plus, and times 7 multiplier at least. Okay, so once you get to the 7 multiplier, wait for 20,000 plus points, and then you just need to stand still so you can actually get given all those points. Now you'll be like, Sky, why can't I just keep doing this forever and not slow down? Now keep in mind, you're in a drift car, so it's actually very, very quick to get the points. And just to let you know, I'm actually very, very noobish in my opinion, because a lot of you guys watching this video might be a lot better than me. Now in total, it took me 2 minutes and 2 seconds to get to this point, which was 22,000 points times a 7 multiplier. Now you can see that I got given about 5 skill points, which took me less than 2 minutes. I'm talking about the actual skill points. Now if you do the maths, now this is another time when I got to 227,000 with a 7 times multiplier, you'll come to realize that I should be getting a lot more than the ones I got. So I got about 10 skill point. 20,000 I got 4, 120,000 I got 10. So if you do the maths, it's 6 times more, but the skill points I only got 2.5 times. So that's why I'm saying, soon as you hit 20,000, come to a stop. Let the skill points add up on the top, and once it's actually added into your account, after that you guys can just start again. So just make sure your skill point, everything is 0, start drifting again until you have the multiplier that goes to 7 and the timer or the points on the front which go up to 20,000. Just remember one thing, if you go too high, it's just going to become inefficient, because even though you got a lot of points, it's just not going to count for as much skill points. So just try to stick to 20,000 and 7 times multiplier. Now if you understand, when I got to 120,000, that took me a long time, and at the same time it was a little bit harder to reach, because the more you get, it just becomes a little bit more trickier, and at the same time 6 times more, so I should have gotten like 24 skill points while I only got 10. So I mean, you guys can do the maths. I'm very certain that a lot of you are mathematicians and probably a little bit better than me, but you can come to a realization that, again, you can see as soon as I got to 20,000 and 7 times multiplier, I just came to a standstill. And another thing that's a little bit scarier is you need to understand, if you don't stop and then you're like at 100,000 with a 7 times multiplier and then you run into a building, that's going to be even worse. So that's just one thing that I would recommend. Just stick to this and then you can restart. Now again, I'm not saying all the maps are the worst, but majority of the ones that you're seeing and they're receiving like 100,000 credit every single time, they're from Xbox gameplay. So if you decide to do on PlayStation from someone that spent over 24 hours trying a lot of them, I would just say they're not very good. But if you want a little bit of help from me, I will be posting another map if I personally find a good one. So make sure you subscribe and especially turn on your notification, because your boy has some good content coming on the way. At the same time, I might be doing some giveaway for credit, so you might want to be part of the squad. Other than that, thank you for watching the video. I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. If you did, drop a like on it. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, and I'll see you boys very soon.